won't make it come any quicker. It's not due for another 6.5 minutes.
How do you know? You haven't got a watch.
Besides, we don't even know for certain she's coming on that one. Peter! You mustn't do that here.
Oh, let me try.
Oh, Phil, Peter.
Hello. Hello, young lady. Master Peter, I didn't know you were here. What have you been up to then?
Nothing. Absolutely silly old nothing.
Oh, that was silly old nothing then, was it? Huh?
We're supposed to be meeting Mother. She's gone into Maidbridge.
Ah, shopping, eh?
Yeah.
Well, she'll be on the 3:27 stopper, won't she? Be in a few minutes. Or if she misses that, then there's the 4:15 fast.
Well, if she doesn't come soon, I shall die of boredom.
Mrs. Faraday, I think I ought to warn you that this could be a long and costly business.
I don't care. I don't care how long it takes. And as for money, well, I may be lucky and sell some of my stories. If not, I shall try to find myself some kind of paid occupation, that's all.
I admire your spirit. But even so, madam, I do advise you not to pursue this
You
matter.
think my husband guilty?
Oh, I don't say that. I don't say that.
Mr. Willis, I refuse to believe that in this country, of all places, there isn't still justice for the individual, whatever his opinion may be.
You're a very brave woman, Mrs. Faraday.
No, not a brave woman, I'm afraid. Just a very obstinate one. Well, now I shall have to run like a hare to catch that wretched train.
I didn't see her.
You wouldn't.
Why not?
Because it isn't her train.
Oh, Hannibal, try and go round the room without touching the floor.
How do you know it isn't? Only because it happens to be going in the wrong direction, that's all.
Well, how was I supposed to know, stupid? You shouldn't be stepping on the furniture anyway.
It's all right, Bob. We put paper down.
That's cheating!
No, it isn't. Paper isn't the floor.
Well, I think we just about past up time, June.
Oh, I'd like to ask my husband. I don't really know.
Ask him there. Foreigners.
Very well, you know.
What?
Yes, fetch Mr. Perks.
He looks real starved, poor lad.
G. Something beginning with G. Come on.
Green paint.
No. G. Give it up then, Bob. Jersey.
No. Leave this to me, Mark. You've been so...
Something's happened.
To me.
Well, what sort of
Look,
something?
clear the way.
I spy with mine.
An accident.
Accident.
Come on, let's go and see.
Oh, no, but I shan't look.
Perks said a gentleman.
Oh, that's all right then.
Your ticket, please, sir.
Ничего не понимаю.
I am required to take your ticket, sir.
Excuse me, please.
What's the matter with him?
Sir, I'd like to make this quite clear. It is unlawful to travel on an English train without a ticket. Your ticket, sir, if you... What's that?
London? This bain't London.
He's ill, poor fellow. He ought to be in the infirmary.
Police station, if you ask me.
Полиция! Полиция! Я ведь ничего неплохого не сделал. Я потерял мой билет. Я ищу мою жену и мою семью здесь, в Англии. И я 2 дня ехал. Ничего не кушал и не пил. А сегодня я теперь потерял билет.
Excuse me, Miss Roberta. Have you any idea what he's talking about? Calm down.
French.
No, it's not French.
How do you know?
I do French at school, and it doesn't sound like that.
Yes, but the French that French people talk never does sound like school.
Я русский писатель. Я приехал в Англию, чтобы найти мою жену и мою семью. 2 дня я ехал, ничего не кушал, и теперь не знаю, как потерял билет.
Well, if you speak French, young man, go on then. Say something, see if he answers.
I didn't say I could speak it. I said I learnt it at school.
Oh, well, try, Master Peter, for my sake. Otherwise we'll be here all day. Go on. You try with some of your French.
Parlez-vous français?
Vous parlez français? C'est merveilleux. Vous êtes les premières personnes qui parlent français à moi. Les premières personnes.
What did he say?
I don't know. I haven't the faintest idea.
You haven't the faintest idea. God darn.
Pete, Mother will know she speaks French. She'll be here by the next train from Maybridge.
Right, miss, yes. Well, we will all attend this gentleman into the waiting room. Otherwise his nibs will be after me for permitting an obstruction. Right. Good. Yes. Yes, right, good. Now, Miss Roberta?
Vous attendre. Ma mère parlait français. Et elle... How do you say she'll be kind to you?
Bon means good, anyway.
Nous êtes bon pour vous.
Look here. Let's show him
There
these.
you go.
He's Russian.
Cossack?
He's the...
God darn.
I'll fetch Mother in here.
Yes, well, I'll have to go and take a ticket. Yes. Miss, you won't be afraid that I have to leave you here.
Oh, no.
Good.
You wouldn't hurt me, would you?
Mummy, quickly.
What is it, Peter? Oh, Bobby, what is it?
Oh, he's a poor man.
A foreigner.
He speaks French, but he's Russian.
I think he's ill, Mother.
And he hasn't got a ticket.
My mother can speak French. She'll talk to him.
Oh, Phyllis, just a moment, please. Bonjour, monsieur. Que se passe-t-il? Puis-je vous aider?
Madame, permettez-moi. Je suis Ivan Rostov. Je cherche mes enfants. Je ne vais pas bien, madame.
Quick, water.
I'll go. There's a mug on my table and a tap in the, you know where.
Right.
God darn.
Poor fellow. He looks real bad, don't he?
He's no more ill than I am.
It's a job for the police, I think.
The police. That's right.
Police? Why the police?
Well, he can't say here, I'm not here. I mean, he's creating an obstruction. His nibs would never allow that.
Who said anything about his staying here? He can have a bed at our house.
Yes, he can have mine. I'll sleep on the floor.
He's not fit to travel tonight, that's quite certain. Bobby, dear, run to Dr. Forrest, would you?
Yes, Mother.
Ask him to come to the cottage as soon as he possibly can.
Yes, Mother.
Anarchist. That's what he is.
Come in, Mrs. Braithwaite. Your prescription is almost ready.
I've not come for a prescription. It's me.
Oh. Hello, nurse. Your mother isn't ill again, is she?
Oh, no. We found a Russian on the station.
A what? A Russian?
He speaks French as well as Mother. And he's fainted. So Mother said, could you please come? They're taking him up to our house.
I most certainly better had come.
Well, if you would, please. I think it would be a good thing.
Yes, I think so, too. Your mother is a unique woman, of course, but...
I think perhaps I ought to warn you. You'll have to belong to your club, this Russian.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, never mind.
Doctor's been in there hours. What on earth is he up to, I wonder?
Taking his temperature and putting him to bed, I should think. Mother, what is in that trunk?
Oh, only a few odds and ends I packed away when we left our old house.
Oh, let me see.
The kettle's very nearly boiling. Shall I fill the hot water bottle?
In a moment, I'll come, darling.
Here. That's Daddy's dressing gown and his pyjamas.
Well,
You can't give them to that man.
why not?
But you can't.
Oh, Pete.
But I'm not giving them, I'm lending them. Besides, your father would wish it.
Would he? How do you know? Anyway, why didn't Father take his dressing gown and pyjamas with him?
Because... Oh, there's no time to argue now. Peter! Now, Peter, just be reasonable and listen to me. This poor man's told me rather a lot about himself. In Russia, he's a writer, and rather a well-known one. In fact, he wrote one famous novel that was published in every country. I read it myself. So did your father. It was very beautiful. But you see, in Russia, you're not allowed to write books that say that the rich people exploit the poor. The Tsar heard about the book and was very angry. And the poor man's wife and family had to run away out of the country. And he was sent to prison. Now he's come to look for them. Without anything in the world.
Oh, poor man. How awful.
But you can't go to prison just for writing a book, surely.
In Russia, you can.
You only send people to prison if they've done something wrong.
Well, if the judges think they've done something wrong.
What's the difference?
There can be a very great difference.
Monsieur, s'il vous plaît, et bonsoir.
Thank you.
Whew. I'm afraid my French is nowhere near equal to the strain.
Well, I thought you were doing rather well.
Look, do you think I could have a word with you?
Yes, of course. I just want to take these pajamas and things into our patient, if you wouldn't mind waiting a moment.
Oh, well,
I'll go. I'll take them.
No, dear, not you.
I think perhaps, Peter, as the man of the house,
Peter, darling.
Of course.
Good lad. Right, well, after you.
Hop into bed now, darlings, and I'll come up and see you in a few moments.
She knows I should be asleep if I go to bed now. It's mean. Undo me, please. Thank you.
Who is it?
It's all right. It's only me.
Well, you can't come in.
Who sits on here? I see, I've got a rather bright idea. How to find that Russian chap's family.
Oh, come on, tell me. Don't take any notice of her.
Our old gentleman.
The old gentleman?
He's sure to be able to find them. He got all those things from London for us with no bother at all.
So he did. What a brilliant idea, Pete.
Well, anyway, I vote we write a letter tomorrow and take it down to the station for him.
Well, tomorrow will never come if we don't go to bed. So, out you go.
Anyway, there's nothing medically wrong that time and a good rest won't mend.
Well, that's a relief.
Yes, quite so. Look, I realize I have no right to speak to you as anything but your family doctor, but is it wise, shall we say, but in the present circumstances,
To harbour a fugitive foreigner, and a Russian into the bargain with well-known radical sympathies, when one's husband is the victim of exactly the same kind of stupid political prejudice himself?
Well, you put it very strongly, of course, but...
Not nearly as strongly as I feel, I can assure you.
Yes, of course. I understand very well how you must feel, dear lady.
What would you have me do, then? Leave the poor man on the platform for some country policeman to deal with? Oh, yes, I suppose that would have been the wise thing, certainly. But then I'm afraid I've never been exactly wise, as you call it. Not in that sense, anyhow.
We'll miss the train if we don't hurry. We'll have to go the short way.
Oh, not over the wall, please. You know I always get stuck.
We'll stay at home then. on, Phil, hurry up.
What's stuck?
Peach is stuck again.
Beasts. Thank you.
Oh, bother him! Blast! Peter, it's all her fault.
I couldn't help it. I did warn you.
What's all this then? Missed your train, have you?
Well, not exactly. We weren't going on it ourselves.
Only we wanted to give this letter to the old gentleman.
Oh, indeed. And what old gentleman might that be?
Our old gentleman. He waves to us.
You know, the one who always travels first class and has gold specs on the 9:15.
That would be Mr. Inglewood. You know him, then?
Well, sort of. I suppose you wouldn't be terribly kind and give this to him this evening on his way home.
Of course, miss. I should esteem it an honour.
Oh, thank you.
No, not at all, miss. It's my pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Very nice of you. Thank you. Goodbye. See you again.
Mr. Inglewood.
Oh. Mother never comes and reads to us now like she used to. Why can't that Russian, whatever his name is, find his beastly family?
I'm beginning to think the old gentleman can't have got our letter. He'd have done something by now.
Children?
Yes, Mother?
There's Mr. Perks coming up the path. Would you see what he wants?
Oh, I'll go. Thanks, I.
There she goes again.
Hello, Mr. Perks. We don't seem to have seen you for ages.
Oh, well, that's hardly my fault, is it, little miss? Miss Roberta, Master Peter, his Nibs told me to bring this up.
Oh, for us, how goody.
Yeah, and there's also these old magazines and papers in the waiting room. His Nibs have been having a clean out. I ask you.
Oh, how very kind. Won't you stay a moment?
Not me. Stay here. Your friend, his Nibs, would have 40 blue fits if he knew that I wasn't up there for the 6:35. So, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to my employment. Miss Roberta, Master Peter, little miss.
Oh, dear. Mr. Perks is in one of his funny moods.
Your recruits from him, the old gentleman. There's one for us and one for Mummy. What does he say? I've managed to trace your friend's wife and family and have made all necessary arrangements. If your mother would arrange to put him on the train tomorrow...
Oh, Pete, how wonderful.
Hey!
What on earth's going on?
He's found that the old gentleman. He's found Mr. Rostov's family.
What? Yes, he has, Mother, honestly. It's all in our letter, and here's one for you.
Oh, and he said, can you arrange to put him on the train to...
That's quite enough, thank you, Phyllis. Now, off you go to bed, dears. Let me read the letter and then tell Mr. Rostov the wonderful news.
Oh, Mother, can't we be there?
No, dear, I think not. Up you go.
Well, at least, can we look at these papers that Mr. Perks bought?
Yes, if you like. Only, no staying awake tonight now, Phil. Off you go to sleep, all of you.
Of course not, Mother. Dream of it. I hope Mother isn't so long tonight, or I shall never be able to keep awake. Here, I've got an idea. Let's all go down to the station tomorrow. Meet the London train to say thank you to the old gentleman. Shall we? Shall we, Bobby? Oh, don't answer then. I don't care. This is a silly paper. There aren't any proper pictures. Swap.
What?
I said swap.
You can't. I'm going to bed.
Well, let's see your paper then.
It's too late.
Why have you hidden it?
I haven't hidden it.
Then give me the key. Come on, give me the key.
Oh, Phil, please.
All right then. If you won't give it to me, I'll pinch you.
right, then I don't care.
There, I'll bet that hurt.
Not really.
Well, why are you crying then? Why are you crying?
Oh, Phil, do leave me alone.
Good night, Peter. Bobby? Are you all right?
I think she's got a pain or something.
I have not got a pain, I tell you.
What is it, dear? Tell me. Tell me, darling.
It's nothing. I'll be all right.
Are you sure?
I'll be all right now. Really, I shall.
Well, let me know if you aren't, won't you?
Where's Bobby?
In our room. She won't come out.
Why not?
Oh, just trying to be grown up, I suppose. Anyway, don't take any notice of her.
Really splendid news. Splendide nouvelle.
I was wondering, as you are here, if it wouldn't be asking too much of you to take Mr. Rostov down to the station.
I should be delighted, of course. Enchanté, monsieur.
Merci beaucoup.
Are you going to take Mr. Rostov to the station?
I think you should. He's not really very strong yet.
Well, I think we'd better be on our way.
Yes, say goodbye to Mr. Rostov, children, and I'll just go and fetch Bobby.
And I will just put your bag into the trap. Thank you, Peter.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Goodbye, sir.
Au revoir.
Bobby, darling, Mr. Rostov's just going.
Oh,
What's that you're hiding?
nothing.
I want to see it, please.
It's only one of the papers Mr. Perks brought.
I want to see it.